Hello.
No, I got this.
Oh,
Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome.
what the fuck just happened?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of After Emoris with our good friends. We got Free, aka Abnormal Chemist, and Undead Felis, who plays Isabel, here with us today.
Hello.
This is a very professional. You guys better make me look good, okay? Are we clear?
No. I will make myself look good at your
Define
expense.
professional.
Yeah.
I have flashcards, okay? So,
Oh.
Okay.
I guess without further ado, let's go right into the questions. The very first question on everybody's mind, Felis, what the hell, man? What the hell? I mean, do you feel at all bad for killing poor sweet baby boy Wade? Almost killing?
No.
Sorry.
No.
No,
Not really.
no guilt in your heart.
Well, because you didn't die, so there's that. So you're fine and get over it.
Okay, fair enough.
Like everyone almost dies at least once in their life. It's part of becoming a man.
Okay, but does Isabel feel bad?
She kind of, yeah. She just thought that, like, hey, he said go in the water. She's like, sure, and pushes him. And then there was all full of piranhas. And she, aka me, remembered after I pushed Wade that the water was full of piranhas.
Very deadly. Yes.
So that's why Isabel got on her hands and got on her stomach and tried to grab Wade. So, but you're fine. So
I will accept this answer,
Thanks to someone.
but I'm keeping an eye on you.
It's
Okay.
probably for the best.
Next question. Let's see. Who do you and your character see as the leader of the Silvered Goats? We'll start with Chem on this one.
I don't see it so much as. I don't think Free sees it so much as a leadership as. They're kind of all just agreeing on things right now. If anyone is a little bit of more control, but not really, because she's just as irresponsible as the rest of us.
Very true. How about you?
Uh,
Murderer?
So the murderer thinks that she is in control. Not so much like she's in charge, but that she has the most power over the rest of the group. And that if she's like, "Hey, we're doing this now," I think she at least thinks that people would be like, "Okay, she said so."
Yeah, I feel like that's actually kind of true. I feel like you do. I feel like you do have a lot of sway, at least with Wade.
Yeah.
If you say something, Wade's probably gonna follow for the most part. So I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
But that's with most people.
Yeah. That's also Wade is definitely a follower. No offense to Wade.
Wade trusts people and doesn't think that they'll lead him straight to danger.
Yeah.
And most of the time they do. And he just keeps going back with them.
Okay. Well, next question. Pick on Wade Day, I see here.
Hey, we love him.
He's
Bree
adorable.
has not been very open when it comes to her past. What would it take for her to open up to the group?
Free doesn't see everyone quite as a friend yet. So sharing secrets when clearly everyone eavesdrops on each other and has been proven that they do is going to be a little harder for her.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when no one seems to fully trust each other in the first place, it's a little hard to open up about things you don't want to talk about. I think she has to come a little closer to facing something more traumatic before she realizes that
she's got to
she
deal
needs
with
help.
her own past first, sort of thing.
Or be proven that she needs
help.
like she needs the help, not just to keep running away.
Does Izzy have a drinking problem?
She definitely used to have a drinking problem. This I don't think it's ever been discussed on the show, but Izzy is the oldest party member. She's 33. And a lot of that time was spent, in a state of suicidal depression and living on the streets. So definitely there's a lot of substance abuse in her past, but she's a lot better now. And no, she just thought it was time to get drunk, and then we're all going to hunt gators. So she's just like, okay.
It's typically what you do when you go to hunt gators, right?
Yeah, she's just she was already drinking, and then you guys made a terrible decision. And so she's just like, sure. Of
course. Next up, we have a viewer-submitted question. This from Nissa. Is it Nissa or Nissa? I don't know. Who says, who was your first character's kiss? Spill the tea.
Cam, do you want to go first? Since I answered the last one.
Fudgios. I forgot her name.
That is a weird name.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I have to find the.
If you think that it's spoiler territory or anything for potential character development too, just skip it.
I forgot her name, to be honest, but it was a drow woman.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is something you've thought about. Because when this came up, I saw this question and I was like, I'd never thought of that. You know what I mean? Okay, interesting.
I just have so many characters in the backstory, and I'm like, oh shit, now I forgot which one's named what, and yeah. But I know who it is.
Okay. Maybe somebody who might come up later in the campaign could be interesting to see. How about you, Izzy?
Isabel's first actually kissing someone who wasn't a family member was someone from her home village named Lou, an elven boy. But she was 6 when it happened, so not sure if that counts as the question. Her first time that she's sure,
That's adorable.
It was it's Lou. Yeah, it's Lou. She was 6 years old, or 6, 7, very, very young. And it was a friend of hers. So.
Okay, don't go into detail. Don't say. Do you just yes or no? Do you remember your first kiss as real people? Because I don't.
I do because I was a loser in high school.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, I did.
I married him.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's really
perfect.
Cute. She broke up with me 3 days later,
so
that was fun.
Oh, it's a roller coaster here on After Emoris.
Yeah, no, that was a weird couple days for me.
Okay, this is something we talk about a lot on the show, but I want to really get this tallied down so we can. Deadpool.
Oh,
who's dying first?
I think.
Oh.
It's not. Oh God, Thyra's gone up in my rankings recently because she's gone down pretty recent, a lot recently. I think the top of the list is Wade. Because he's a sorcerer, and he's also a good person, so he's going to be the first one to jump in to save someone.
Hope you're wrong. If he's not murdered, you mean?
If he's not murdered. Again, Isabel could just kill you. She wouldn't go roundabout. She would just kill you. I think it's Wade's at the top. Isabel honestly is next. because she does still have stupid shit. Like she can fight up close, but she doesn't have the best armor or the best health. Then it's Alakian, Free, and then Thyra's at the bottom, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, barbarians are tanky. They're hard
You
to kill.
can't... You don't kill a barbarian, you get bored of playing a barbarian.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
That's terrible.
How about you, Chem?
I have Alakian at the top along with someone else, and I'll explain Alakian because I don't think he's learned the consequences of his actions of running away and antagonizing people yet.
Oh, I didn't keep outside of combat things in mind. I just thought about who's going to die in a fight, but that's a really good point.
No, just period. Who's gonna die?
Yeah, then Alakian's definitely replacing Isabel. Is that number 2?
All three of us are in agreement then, because I also think Alakian's gonna die first. He's gonna die like breaking into somewhere, and it's gonna be terrible, and nobody will know what happened. Our group's gonna be like, "Where did Alakian go, dude?"
And we'll be like, "Oh, I guess he finally ran off." And then we'll meet fucking whatever the new character is.
Dude.
Yeah.
Poor Alakian.
I also had Wade up there. Simply because, like Felis said, Wade has jumped in so many times to step in front of Free, step in the way of Thyra if she was injured, go right up to people and make sure they were all right.
Fucking piss off a goddamn
he's not thinking of himself.
Murder
he's thinking
monster.
of everyone else.
Yeah, Wade's a little bit of a troublemaker. Not a troublemaker, but you know, he finds himself in trouble a lot. Man, okay, so I think this was another question from Nissa. How long has Chaos been with Isabel? And I think this has been kind of hinted at or not even hinted, but almost flat out said that it was very early on in her childhood, but elaborate.
She and Chaos have been together, for a lack of a better term, for 23 years, since she was 10 years old.
23.
Yes. And I won't get into details why, but she's only recently begun to unlock her powers because one of the reasons was that she was so young when she fused with Chaos, so her body was not capable of doing the shit until she became an adult.
Right,
yeah, because that's a lot of power, and like her body constantly is morphing, and so that would probably would have damaged her as a child.
So would you say that over the years, like they've kind of developed like a bond or a friendship or anything, or is it purely like get out of me, dude?
It's I guess I can share this because you've seen a little bit. She's been alone a lot most of her life. And Chaos did keep her alive when she was very, very young and on the streets of Earnroot. Because he essentially would make her eat things that she wouldn't eat so she wouldn't die because he needs a host. So she does rely on him, but it's very antagonistic. It's very codependent, a very toxic and unhealthy relationship.
Right.
But she definitely has come to rely on him as a constant companion.
Okay, good answer.
Yeah. Oh, so a little thing about Chaos. I was thinking about this earlier. Chaos does not have a gender identity. He's not non-binary. He's non-spectrum. He does not have a sex or a gender.
Yeah, we've been calling him a lot.
He just goes by he. Yes, that's because he doesn't care. Chaos doesn't care what you call him because he doesn't have a concept of gender for himself. He's just like, you call me, sure, that's what you call me. Yeah. And also that's what Isabel called him because he had a deep voice. And she was 10 when she first heard his voice. So she's like, oh, fuck, yeah, you're a man. He's like, I don't know what that is, but sure.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I have one final question, and it's going to be for Chem. We heard Bree admit that she's had a rough life. This comes from Nissa. directly from the Discord, by the way. If you guys want to leave your questions that you want us to answer in future episodes of this show, join our Discord and type it down in the Q&A section. Okay, plug over. We heard that she had a rough life, evidence from the scarring around her neck. What would Free's reaction be if she saw a familiar face from that past?
Oof. Well, it would depend. Was it someone who held the end of that leash, as she so put it, or the people that put her there? One reaction would be a lot more emotional, and the other one would be a lot more fright.
Ooh, that's kind of spoiler territory.
As you can tell, the only time she's been emotional was drunk. So.
I love drunk free.
Drunk free, drunk free, drunk free,
drunk free. She
Drunk.
was super fun.
Kind of hard to say that. But
Hashtag whiskey free.
that's all we have for today's episode of After Emoris. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in next Saturday for the next episode of After Emoris, as well as Monday for our live show of Emoris. These were just Yu-Gi-Oh cards the whole time.
Please tell me that's true.
He pulled the reverse card on us. I went there.